I'm not crying anymore, oh, because I praise the Lord. I've been laughing all day long because of my Lord. Depression doesn't faze me anymore. Anxiety is gone because of my Lord. It's time.
Hey everybody, welcome to Lost Light and Laughter, an uplifting show about laughter after tragedy. I'm your host, Michelle A. If you're ready for some inspiration and laughter in your life, you've tuned in to the right show.
It's time to show love, everybody. Show love one time. Feel me strong enough to fight my battles. I know he'll never give me more than I can handle. My Lord, my King.
Hey everyone, welcome to Lost Light and Laughter. It's an inspirational show about laughing after tragedy. I'm your host, Michelle A. Welcome to the first show. So let's talk about Lost Light and Laughter, why I created it. Well, as you guys know, the last 2 years have been rough all over the world. We were experiencing COVID. We had so many lives lost. We, in the United States, we were dealing with race relations, COVID, elections. It was pretty dramatic. We had a lot going on. And when I looked at the people around me, I realized that mental health was on the rise and people were struggling with depression, anxiety, fear, loss, worry. There was so much going on in the hearts of people. And for me, I wasn't exempt from that. But I also know one of the ways that I maintain some sort of sanity in this world is to laugh. Everyone that knows me knows I'm a lighthearted person. I love to laugh. I can pretty much find humor in just about anything, okay? And so laughter is my medicine. When I'm struggling, I look at something funny or something silly so I can kind of get through my day. And so I'm going to talk to you now about the show and what's behind the show and the premise of this show. It's called Lost Light and Laughter. So the loss. Well, we're going to talk about loss. We're going to talk about the different types of loss. We'll have people come on and talk about the loss of a parent, a spouse, sibling. We'll even have people come in and talk about the loss of a friend or friendship, the loss of their pet. We're probably, and I feel like this is something that we're definitely going to talk about, is the loss of maybe income, because a lot of people struggled from COVID. Their businesses shut down and they lost their dream business. That is difficult. That's very traumatic. So we'll talk about that. We'll even talk about the loss of a limb. I know people that have lost body parts. And so they're going to come in and talk about that type of loss. We'll even talk about the loss of yourself, your identity. Have you ever felt like you don't even know who you are anymore? We'll talk about that loss as well too. Then we're going to go into the light. And the light, as you guys know, I'm a believer. And so we're going to talk about where's God in the midst of all of this tragedy that you're experiencing. What did God show you? I always say, never leave a dark place empty-handed. What did God show you? What did he teach you? What lessons did you learn from that? How did you grow? Let's talk about the light in the midst of darkness and in the midst of loss. One of the scriptures that I really always think about, I think it's like Matthew 10:27. And it says, what I tell you in the dark, speak in the light. And what I whisper in your ear, shout on the rooftop. And that's me. Like if I go through something, I'm like, God, what were you speaking to me then? I'm going to tell everybody about it. Okay. Whatever you whisper in my ear, Lord, I'm telling everybody. I'm doing a video. I'm doing a post. I'm calling friends. I'm texting. I'm telling everybody about what God revealed to me. That's the light. And I want people to be able to identify what God was doing, even in the midst of loss and hardship. Where's God? What is he doing? So we're going to talk about that. He's the light, right? So we're going to talk about that. So we'll have loss, we'll have light, and then my favorite part, I would say laughter. When was the first time you laughed after tragedy, right? A lot of times people feel like you shouldn't be able to laugh after someone's passed on. It's just like, no. I need to remain sad. I need to remain somber. And I know laughter, it really shifts your spirit. It picks you up and just everyone around you. And I'm not saying to dismiss the sadness, but I am saying welcome in the laughter. And so I am going to actually interview people and have them discuss the first time they realized that they were laughing. And it was okay to laugh. And so I'm looking at laughter as a measure of hope, okay? If you can find God in your situation and then find humor, I am confident that you have the hope to endure and get through this. And then guess what? It doesn't stop there. You get to come on my show and tell your story to help others. And that's why I created this show. I want people to talk about real situations, real hard stuff. And I want people to know they're not alone in this, okay? You are not the first to experience this. And you are not going to be the last. So if I have a catalog of losses, I'm going to have a catalog of laughter too. So anyone can log on, subscribe, and I'm saying, hey, subscribe, and share. Share this out with friends and family. Let them know, hey, I heard this lady, she has a podcast. It's called Lost Light and Laughter. And she had a guest on her show that experienced this, right? And forward it on to them. Have them download it. Listen to it multiple times until you feel strong enough to kind of move forward. And that's what this show is about, bringing light in dark places. And if I can help someone just get a glimpse of hope in their life, just a chuckle and feel good for maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on how long the podcast is, I'm all for it. So I hope that you stay tuned and continue to listen and subscribe to Lost Light and Laughter. I'm Michelle A. You guys have a blessed one. Hey, start laughing with me. I'll see y'all later. Okay, bye.
Everybody show love one time. It's time to give praise. Everybody give praise one time. Yeah, it's time to show love. Everybody show love one time.